What's up, friends? It's Roger coming at you from the Bunker of Awesome. This is going up on Tuesday, November 24th. It's Thanksgiving week, my favorite holiday of the year. Last week we talked about the fastest way to access your best, which is, in fact, Thanksgiving or giving thanks. This week I'm going to talk with you about something that you can literally start doing and being immediately that will allow you to enjoy this week to the fullest and unleash power that you didn't know you had access to. So hang out with me for a little bit. Let's go. Right, so my wish for you this week is just that you would be there, that you would be present in your week, whether it's working with your family, enjoying Thanksgiving, eating food, taking a nap, watching football, or whatever it is that you're doing. My wish for you is that you can just be present. An earlier mentor of mine, when I was like really young in college and just getting into business, he always used to think it was funny to say, you know, Roger, wherever you go, there you are. I always thought it was funny too. But recently, I've been realizing that honoring that, hey, wherever you go, I mean, it is true that, you know what, wherever you go, there you are. But sometimes we're actually not. Like in this day and age, it's really easy to be one place physically, but someplace completely different mentally, right? It's really easy to be doing one thing, but thinking about another, right? For you is really to just be where you're at, because not only does that make you a better family member, brother, sister, father, mother, it really does incredible things for your results. I learned this firsthand about 10 years ago when my kids were little. My two boys are teenagers right now. One's a freshman in high school, one's a junior in high school, and this was specifically when they were like 2 and 4, maybe 3 and 5. They were young, and my business was really busy at the time. And if you recall that time, that was in the middle of the Great Recession. So, you know, we were dealing with some adversity. We were succeeding through it, but it was really requiring a lot of work. I was traveling a lot, running around the country giving talks, and doing all of that in an effort to, you know, grow my business and make money and provide for the family and see us through this time. And I noticed that my wife, who was also running a business, but, you know, home way more than I was, you know, spending time with the kids and super focused on being the awesome mom that she is. And I could tell that she was a little stressed out. And I said to her, we were talking about that. We were having a spirited discussion, and I said, "Hey, I know I've been gone a lot, and I'm sorry that that's, you know, causing you some stress." And what she said was, she goes, "You know, it's actually not the problem is not when you're away on a business trip. The bigger problem, Roger, is when you're here, but you're not really here." And I went, ooh, because I knew she was right. So the problem was not when I was physically away. The problem was when I was ostensibly home, but mentally off someplace. And she said, yeah, it's really obvious. Like the boys couldn't explain it, but I can just tell how it affects them when you're supposed to be spending time with them, when you're actually physically spending time with them, but on your phone or checking email or obviously off in la la land. She said it would just really be helpful if when you're here, you could actually be here. And listen, as you can imagine, that stung a little bit, especially because she was right. So here's what happened. I said, okay, you know what, you're right, and here's what I'm going to do. I made a commitment to be more present with my family. And I did it for family reasons. I realized that why I was distracted was that I thought I was doing it to be helpful for my business. And I said, you know what, that's that's just not as important right now as being here to raise my two young boys. So I did it for family reasons, and the way that I did it is I developed a little ritual where when I got home at the end of the day, I'd pull into the driveway and I would take my computer and my phone. Those were the two main mechanisms by which I got mentally someplace else. And I locked them in the trunk of my car. Didn't bring them into the home, right? Like I took those things and I cut off my escape route. And an amazing thing happened. Yes, I was definitely able to be more present with my family, which was super helpful and, you know what, really enjoyable for me. Like, I enjoyed being a dad way more, and I think I was a better dad. The thing that I didn't expect to happen that happened is that as soon as I started doing that, my business took off. My business results got way better, and it took me a little while to figure out what the deal was with that, but it wasn't too hard to figure out. That it's because, number one, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And being present in the moment that you're in. This is actually a topic that we will probably explore in many of these videos in the new year, and many books have been written about it. But the simple ability to be present, to be where you're at, is the key to unlocking real magic in your relationships with people and in your own energy. Like, if you're in a moment and your thoughts are in the past, you're thinking about what already happened, it's very likely that you're experiencing regret, maybe guilt, maybe shame. If you're in one moment and you're thinking about the future, it's very likely that you're experiencing worry. And both of those ends of the spectrum will drain your energy, right? When you're worried, it drains your energy. When you're experiencing regret, guilt, or shame, drains your energy. But guess what? When you're being where you're at, when you are where you are and you're in the moment that you're in, it's magic. And it feels awesome. And you combine those two things. What happened is, by me making a decision to be more present at home, the byproduct of that is that how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I was more present in my business interactions without even realizing it. And it made them so much more impactful and so much more effective that, yeah, counterintuitively, by me simply being more present at home, my business took off. Turned out to be one of the better business decisions that I ever made. So I'd encourage you to do something similar. This week, today, you're probably working today, so be at work. And then when you get home, be at home. And then tomorrow, if you got to work, be at work while you're working, and be with the people that you're with after you're done working, and do that this weekend. See how you feel. That's my wish for you this week, is that you would simply be present. I hope that makes sense to you. I love talking to you like this every week, so come on back. We'll be back next Tuesday with another great video. Please, please, please enjoy this long Thanksgiving weekend. Like, share, subscribe, do all that social media stuff with this video as we grow. We really, really appreciate you. Have an awesome week. I'll see you in 168 hours.